How to overcome bullying, being bullied, and how to stop getting bullied. Now, my intention with this video is to give you clarity, perspective, and direction to not only make this possible, but to turn it into your benefit as well. So welcome to this video. I am Tom Nuyens from the AliveAcademy.com. And after having grown very fast around the age of 12, I was being laughed at and I was bullied for being so skinny that my joints were actually thicker than my limbs. So this was the birth of my own very low self-esteem and feeling of unworthiness. And I tried many things to hide my low self-esteem, literally behind layers and layers of clothing. Until one day on the bus from school, a kid yelled very loud throughout the entire fully packed bus that my other pants were sticking out underneath my pants. And the entire bus started laughing at me. And being unmasked felt like wanting to disappear. I hope you cannot relate. And then I restlessly searched in my head for ways to not be laughed at anymore, to not be bullied anymore. So I learned everything about fitness and nutrition, and I literally became obsessed to become bigger and stronger. And later in life, I realized that my hunt to become strong and big was just out of fear for being laughed at again, and just another mask of pretending for feeling small, weak, and unworthy on the inside. To make a long story short, at the age of 19, I was transformed from my skinny body into the winner of the body of the first Mr. World and a successful international underwear model. Now you would think that my advice would be to try to become the opposite of what you are being laughed at for, but it is not. Even though I created the shiny mask of world success on the outside and went from the skinny body to a body that is wanted to be photographed, underneath that layer, I was still that same little kid, feeling small, weak, insecure, with very low self-esteem. And because I was closed up from my feelings, this time in a different package, people started judging and laughing at me again for being arrogant because I didn't say much. But what they didn't know was that I was truly afraid to speak out loud and say something wrong. And I even copied sentences from my sister, who became a doctor at that time, without even understanding what she said, trying so hard to be what others wanted me to be or expected me to be. And I also was being laughed at for looking like Ken from Barbie at that time. Now you see clearly that trying to fit in others people's judgment won't ever work. The only thing you learn is to look through others people's eyes and blind your own. At the same time, there is no self-worth to be found through the eyes of other people's eyes. That isn't called self-worth, but others people's worth. And the realization that no matter if I had a skinny body or a body what is asked to be photographed, people still laugh at me. And at the same time, I keep feeling insecure, small, weak, and unworthy underneath. That was my biggest wake-up call to make a 180-degree U-turn, to go and find my own eyes and true independent feeling of self-worth within myself. And if you think about it, any feeling, also the feeling of true independent self-worth, can only be found within our own feelings. A feeling cannot be found outside of ourselves. Now, how to not get bullied anymore? Well, to understand the answer, we must understand why people bully. Now, would people ever bully another if they would feel completely fulfilled? People only bully another to bring the other people down so that they get the illusion they feel better than the other. When the bullying works, actually, as a distraction of the fact that they're not feeling worthy themselves either. So seeing you suffering is a distraction from their own suffering. Now, what would happen if they try bullying you and you don't show any reaction of suffering? Then they might do it once or twice again, but then they will search for another visible working supply to distract themselves or their suffering with. So the key to not get bullied anymore is to see through the reason why someone bullies and don't give the supply of showing suffering anymore. And the best way to transmit that energy is by feeling truly independently fulfilled within. From that independent feeling of fulfillment, you can even help the bully and truly give attention to him past his behavior, because what he truly is looking for is love and attention, but he hasn't learned how to ask for it. What does this video do to you? I'm really curious. Did it help you change perspective? If it did, please click the like button and share it with your loved ones who could also benefit from this insight. To help you transmit independent fulfillment, the worst nightmare of a bully, I suggest you to watch my 4 free videos towards true independent feeling of fulfillment within. We all are looking for outside of ourselves. So click here so I can send you the videos. If you want to know how I realized that my conventional health and fitness study was most like flat out wrong, and how my body now measures 16 years younger than my actual calendar age, click here so I can send you those free videos. I will see you in the videos.